computer. Okie dokie. So we are here for your Rock Your Business training tonight. It's Monday, June 1st. Oh my gosh, where has this year gone? So we're going to talk about summer because it's kick off of summer. So I have a little story that we're going to start with, and it's called Faces of Summer. And basically it is a story about some different consultants, for lack of a better word. So I'm going to start out with, it's telling me people are waiting, but it's not showing me anybody's waiting. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm going to tell a story about some different consultants and how they approached summer, because you know it's different for everybody and there's different things that happen depending on how you work your business over summer. So as we go through with this is kind of think about, who do you relate to the most as I read the script, and see who is your which consultant you're going to be. So kind of listen and see what it's going to be. So here we go. Hi, I'm Summer Sally. I've been a consultant for 2 years, and this year I've decided to take off on the summer and have fun with my kids. Somebody is echoing really bad. I'm going to mute you there. Okay. So so I've been a consultant for 2 years, and this summer I decided to take off the summer and have fun with my kids. I mean, they're only young once, right? I have 2 kids, and boy, did we have an amazing summer. I didn't miss a single game or practice or Johnny's or anything like that. I was there to cheer on every soccer kick of the way, which obviously we can't do now, but maybe soon. While I was at practice, one of the moms asked me if I was a Pampered Chef consultant. I told her yes, but I was taking the summer off. Did she want me to call her in September? She said no. Oh well, we had so much fun during the soccer season. Janie was on the swim team, and oh my goodness, was that a busy time. We had practices and swim meets, and I didn't miss a single one. We went to the pool, the beach, the zoo, the movies, the park. We had so much fun. I did get a reminder email from my director of the upcoming team meetings and the fall kickoff, but I was just too busy to fit those in my schedule. I was so busy having fun that I never thought of how it would impact my Pampered Chef business until September. I'd heard about the 30, 60, 90 rule. I didn't think it would apply to me. I didn't submit a single show in June, July, or August. I thought in September, everybody would be calling me to book shows, you know, new catalog and all. But September rolled around, and I realized I had lost my career sales and was back to zero. I didn't earn the change of kit, so I didn't have any of the new catalogs. I didn't earn any of the new products during the sell-a-thon. I didn't earn the cool monthly specials that they gave away too. And now all those people I thought wanted to do September shows, 2 aren't interested anymore because they didn't hear from me. One gal found another consultant to do her show, and I've left a lot of messages. And remember that gal from baseball who asked me if I was a consultant? Yep, she became a consultant with somebody else. Back to school shopping wasn't fun, as I didn't have any extra fun money to spend on the kids. We had an awesome summer, but boy, did my business suffer. What could I have done differently? So that is Summer Sally. Now let's talk about Hit or Miss Holly. Hi, I'm Hit or Miss Holly. Let me tell you a little bit about me. I've been a consultant about a year. I work a full-time job, and I have 2 awesome nieces that I do a lot of things with. This summer, I decided to have fun with them. And if my Pampered Chef business had activity, great. If not, it'd be okay. It'd pick up in September. So this summer, I worked Monday to Friday. I took off some days to take my nieces to the pool and beach. I planned activities with my husband. We were so busy. I had a show on my June calendar, but I called her 2 days before our show, and she said she hadn't invited anyone because she hadn't heard from me. Oh my gosh, 2 days before. Anyway, sorry. She thought I would have called her earlier in the month. I was busy with my job nieces and my hubby. I meant to call her, so she canceled her show. I tried to talk her into a catalog show, but she was really upset with me. In July, my director sent me a reminder that I needed to submit 150 or I'd lose my career sales. I was super close to earning that raise. So my best friend Molly pulled together $150 in order so I didn't lose my career sales. Whew. In July, my nieces and I had so much fun. We went to Busch Gardens, Kings Dominion, the beach. I played hooky one day and we got pedicures. I'm just that really cool aunt, you know. In August, I was much too busy to book any shows. I assumed in September I'd get my business back on track. But boy, I had no idea the impact of not working my business would take. I did earn the changeover kit, but I didn't earn any of the new awesome, cool new products. I was able to see them at the fall kickoff my director invited me to. While I was there, I was so excited and energized about my business, but I left, and I left that energy there. I started making calls and got tons of no's. I wanted to quit, but I remembered my director saying that after the no's, the yeses start coming. So I kept calling. I learned that if I had worked my business during the summer, that some of those no's would have been yeses, and that phone wouldn't have been so heavy. My calendar and bank account would have looked a lot better. The new fall products for free would have rocked. I had a great summer, but next year things will be different. So now we've had Hit or Miss Holly and Summer Sally. Let's talk about planning Patty. Hi, I'm planning Patty, headed to a promotion in Chicago. Oh yeah, let me share you a little bit about myself. I'm a domestic diva with 3 children, 2 dogs, and a husband. I've been a consultant for a little over a year, but I've set goals in my business. Before summer arrived, I planned a meeting with my director to map out my summer goals. We had a great lunch. I learned tons, and it's a tax write-off. Cha-ching! After our meeting, I went home and looked at my calendar. I knew it was important to fill in all the dates, mark all the dates I could do shows, and all the family obligations. And yes, I color-coded them all. I shared my goals with my husband, and we sat down and shared them with the kids. I explained to them I would not make every game they played this summer, but I would make a majority of them. I had already marked them off on my calendar. I also told them that some mornings I needed office time to work my business, that if they played nicely together, that after that we would go to the pool or library. I told them we had family trips planned and a few day camps for them as well. They were so excited about the summer. My first goal was to schedule 6 to 8 shows a month, and I wanted to work 2 days, nights a week. Think about this was in the cooking show world, but think of it in virtual world. I already had June booked from my May and April shows, and July is filling up nicely. When you're working your business and are in front of people, it is much easier to fill your calendar. I shared my goals with my show attendees, telling that I had planned activities for the kids and my Pampered Chef schedule, and that I only had a few dates left. The baseball games I couldn't make, I scheduled the grandparents to help out, or I hired their favorite sitter. I found they liked having different audience to watch them play. I rocked out the free-for-all and earned all kinds of free products. And I attended the summer conference and learned all kinds of ideas. I was able to see the new fall products up close and personal, and I was recognized for my sales and my team building. Everyone wanted to know what I did to have such high sales and to be growing a team. It's quite simple, you see. Let me share it with you. I made a plan, set some goals, shared them with my family, friends, and show attendees. I had fun this summer. I was able to hang out with my kids and build a business. I taught my children about working towards a goal. I've added points to earn a free trip with the Pampered Chef, and I'm getting ready to promote to director. All it takes is a plan. So who will you be this summer? Will you be Sally Summer? Will you be Hit or Miss Holly, or Planning Patty? So since we were talking about summer tips tonight, I want to just give you that story because it's really true. When you work your business consistently, it's easier to stay than whenever you think you're going to take a month off and then try and get back. When you have that rhythm going, it's so much, I see Susan nodding her head. It's so much easier to do that. So I encourage you to do what Planning Patty did. Look at your calendar, see what obligations you have with your family, see when you're going to work your business, and coordinate it with your, your spouse, your parents, your grandkid, whatever it is that you have going, and coordinate all that together. So that was just to kind of set the tone, but we have some great tips that, of course, I didn't print the page, to help you with the summer. Let me find that really quick. And then I think, Susan, you are first. Are you not? Am I remembering that correctly?
I don't think I knew when I was supposed to go, but I'm happy. I'm ready.
Yes, you are too. Yes. So we're going to, several of us are going to share tips for helping you have a great summer.
One of the ways that you can be a planning Patty is to make sure you have your resources in line. And that is, getting your new mini catalogs for the summer that include images and pricing for the mini cast iron skillet. So get your minis so that you can have your minis. And then make sure these catalogs that we're using right now are good until August 31st. So because it's taking a long time for shipping, you want to make sure that you have everything you think you're going to need until August 31st, so that you're not stuck, July 31st and you don't have any catalogs and you've got to scramble around to try to find some. So just be aware of that. Get your catalogs, get your minis, make sure you have enough for the summer. Also wanted to remind you to check out the STIR, because they're always offering great webinars and articles and tips and tricks that, and as well as the emails that are sent to your customers on that. So always check out the STIR. And then things like marketing imagery is updating daily. Mm-hmm. So you want to make sure that you're checking out what specials are being updated. Like June's went from one guest to 3. So they can choose one of 3. So it's really awesome. So just make sure you're always looking and check out new recipes and whatever, what new stuff is being added daily. So those are my tips to help you be a planning Patty.
Okay. Those are all good tips. And I will tell you, the supply orders are taking just as long as customer orders. And they did let us know that, because I know I placed a supply order to get the minis and it hasn't shipped yet. So keep that in mind whenever you are placing your supply order. So if you know you're going to run out, you want to get it done sooner rather than later. Okay. So Heidi shared a tip with our director team, and she talked about creating great summer barbecue and great summer salads and other summer entertaining posts and themes for your parties. So we've been talking about spring, we've been talking about kids and COVID, but now we're getting into summer. So change up your themes, change up your focus, throw some new recipes in there. Barbecue, people are starting to grill out more. And, in Texas here, we grill out all year round, but not everywhere has that. I mean, they were having snow 2 weeks ago in some places. So start throwing in those summer posts and about salads and barbecues and everything. Don't really promote gifts for Father's Day, because the shipping date cutoff has already passed. So you don't want to promote Pampered Chef as Father's Day gifts, maybe as things you could make to treat the dad for Father's Day, a way to pamper your, the fathers make this or those they've got anyway. So kind of go that direction, not as far as items go. So that was Heidi's tip. And I think that's a really good one, time to freshen up your parties and themes. And then Jamie had another really good tip. She wants you to rebook with your current host and let them know there'll be a new catalog in 6 months, and rebook with your current host, and then they get the future party pick when they book off themselves as well. And follow up with the 2 + 2 + 2, the 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months. I will say that with the shipping issues, you may want to change that a little bit to, instead of 2 days, you could do 2 days and then do maybe a month and then 2 months to give time for the orders to get there. So the first one would be, hey, just letting you know about the shipping situation. Thank you for your order. And then the month would be checking in. Did you get your products? Have you got them out of the box? And then that last one would be that. And I've got some images. I need to find them. We can share as well. And what she says is to thank them immediately. So that's your 2 days. And then she likes to follow up with, hey, I just wanted to check in to see if you have your product and all is okay. So like with all the COVID-19, she's just making sure they're okay and thanks them for their patience and understanding, and lets them know their products will be there soon. And then she also asks them what their favorite Pampered Chef product is on like the next one, and just kind of create and build those relationships. And then she also asked, did they get everything on their wish list? If they say no, then you talk to them about booking a party and how by booking a party, they can get the things on their wish list for free and then move into that. So those are just some tips about following up with your host, the 222 method. Okay, Shelly, you're up.
Okay, I had a really quick tip for summer especially. I think that this is really important, that when you are looking at your calendar and booking out your shows, you're not thinking in terms of how many shows am I going to do this month, but you're thinking in terms of weeks, because the summer is a short season, and weeks will get by you if you're not thinking. Always think first, how many shows do I have booked for this next week, and how many shows do I have booked for the week after that? So you can, because we're all virtual right now, you can think really short term as far as booking out your calendar. You don't want to think in terms of June, July, August. Think in terms of the week of the 29th, the week of the 5th, the week of the 12th. It really helps you with the virtual shows to book multiple shows per week, and also just keep your calendar full in the short and then in the long term too. So that's my tip.
Yeah, that's a good one. Whether you want 2 parties a week, 4 parties a week, 8 parties a week, whatever your weekly goal is, fill it in. And then when that one's full, move to the next one. And I like that tip. Okay, so Amanda, I don't think Amanda's on, is she? So Amanda's tip was, when you receive an order, you receive an email, right? An order on a show, you receive an email. So as soon as, when you get that email that day, if possible, you text your customer a thank you for their order, and whatever else may be mentioned about the shipping. And then if they respond, then you can ask, would you like to, let me back up. She says, thank them for the order and mention whatever their high ticket item is on their order, and ask if they minded if she shared some recipes with them via email. You can get those e-cookbooks from Consultants Corner to share. So those are free. You don't have to mail anything. Use those as your recipe books. And then after they respond to that, then she moves into asking them, would you like to help their host earn a free gift by doing their own party? And 9 times out of 10, she gets a booking. So she doesn't start with the booking. She starts with, would you like a free cookbook or some recipes? Thank you for your order, blah, blah, blah. Then when they respond, then the second time is when she goes and talks about the booking. And then Leah has another tip for us, kind of a different direction, which I'm excited about.
Hi, everyone. I kind of learned this from the Director Bound program that I just participated in. It's the Ask Your Host 5 times about joining your team. So like the first time you reach out to them is before you set up their show. Kind of just say, hey, excited for your party. You have the option of joining and using this as your launch party if you'd like. Sorry, I'm looking at the scripts here. Like the second one, when people are starting to join an RSVP, you could say like, hey, your guests are really excited. Have you ever thought about joining PC and starting your own business? The third time, you're doing such a fabulous job getting your people excited. Would love to have someone as excited as you to join our team. You would make a great consultant. And then the third time is when they meet that $300 or $400 in sales. You could mention the kit credit and explain that to them. A lot of the times they don't even see that little option in the checkout or know what it is. So explain that to them. You can show them the different kits if you wanted. And then before you close out the party, just ask them one more time. Sometimes it just takes that last time. I had 2 out of my last 5. It took just the last time to get them, and then they joined.
Yay!
Yeah, just ask them, are you sure you don't want to give it a shot for 30 to 60 days or whatever? So I don't know. I found that successful and a good tip when in the Director Bound program. So
well, it helped you promote. So
yeah.
Yeah, it helps. So very, very good. So we went a little over. Normally we do 15 minutes of this and 15 minutes of training. So we went a little over, but now is your time to ask questions about anything that we talked about or anything that you need clarification about. Anybody get a new idea? Oh, y'all are so quiet. Okay. Anybody have a
Okay.
tip? Oh,
I was just going to say, Angela, I was going to ask everybody who's going to be a planning Patty now.
yeah.
I am. I'm already planning, and I love the reminder from Shelley about plan, because summer, even though in the South summer like started a couple of months ago and will go until like October. But technically, the actual, what we think of as our summer season is just a couple of months long. And it is smarter to think in terms of weeks instead of months, until we get to back to school time. And a lot of schools right now are talking about their calendar, and they're talking about starting at the end of July. So, that's Garland ISD is doing that right now. That's what they're discussing. So, that could be a potential in a lot of school districts, and that will affect some people's plans. So it's better to start getting your calendar booked now or yesterday than it is to wait until July to try to book July.
Yes. Very good point. I hadn't heard that about school. But you'll be happy too, because if you are planning Patty, and you do work a consistent show schedule, whether it's 1 show a week or 8 shows a week or whatever your personal preference is, when, like we talked about, when you get to September, when people get in that party mode and that gift giving mode and all that, if you're already working, the people are already there. If you are reaching back to people that you haven't had contact with in 4, 5, 6 months, they've forgotten you. So keep your calendar rolling consistently, and that makes all the difference in the world. Anybody else have a takeaway or an aha? Okay, man, y'all are quiet. Are y'all excited for June? It's double free. Hello. Double free and great host specials. And if they have a $6.50 show, they can get the air fryer. So that's a great way to encourage them to get that $6.50, and so many exciting things. The summer sale items, those things that are on sale this month. So lots and lots of things to be excited about. So, okay. Well, if nobody has anything else to say, then I guess we'll end the call early. Next Monday is our team meeting, and we have a lot of recognition and lots of exciting stuff planned. So we will see y'all next Monday at 7 Central for our team meeting, June team meeting. So it's going to be a lot of fun. But don't forget, this Wednesday, Get the More You're Looking For is open to everybody, where you can get ready to learn and take advantage of how to build your business more. I know there's a couple of you on here already in the group. So make sure you talk to your director about that. And then there will be a booking blitz this coming weekend. So you'll be hearing about that from your director as well. So I'm excited about that too. And that will help you be that planning Patty, help you get some bookings. So, okay. Y'all have a great night.
Thank you, Angela.
Thank y'all. Thanks for being here.
Bye. Thanks, everybody. Great to
Bye.
Thank you, Susan.
I heard Steve, but I don't know what he said. Okay. Sorry.